You're listening to 8158 Podcast Stories of Sacrifice. But today, this is Off Duty, a special series inside the 8158 Podcast where we bring back past guests, pour a drink, and talk about life when the uniform comes off. No calls, no scripts, no pressure to relieve the heavy stuff. Just real conversation about who we are outside the job, the laughs, the lessons, and the life that happens after the shift ends. So grab your drink of choice, get comfortable, and join us for the off-duty conversation. Welcome back to another Welcome back to another edition of 8158 Podcast Off-Duty Edition. Today's guest, we have Bill. We had him on here before with the Right Normal podcast. He runs a nonprofit foundation. It is called Horses4Heroes. How's it going, my friend? It's been a while.
It has, Rico. How you been?
You know, it has been very interesting. My aunt, she just passed away a few weeks ago. So, and then 3 weeks later, they did a memorial during 4th of July for my cousin Bill, his mom.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, so it's been a very interesting week. And also, you know, the sheriff's department did a Dunk a Deputy.
Uh-huh.
And they donated the proceeds from Dunk a Deputy to our foundation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Sweet. Yeah,
That's pretty awesome. So,
what were you saying?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So, we've had a couple awesome events so far for the year.
Okay.
Presented again up at the Honor Guard Clinic and Schools up there in Milwaukee. And then here in Indianapolis, the Indiana Criminal Justice Association had their first responders mental health ball. So we got in on that, and that was the first time that I've seen our logo in lights. And
oh wow,
yeah, that was kind of cool. They had, up on the projector, all that stuff with all the different sponsoring agencies, and then they had the little placard signs around the area. And I walked up to the organizer. I was like, "Hey, dude, this is the first time that my logo has been on a sponsor list. Can I take one of these signs home?" And he's like, "Yeah, have at it. Go ahead." So we did that. Got a couple good connections there. There was, you got something in your teeth, bro. But it's gone.
I just had lasagna, so.
Oh. Yeah, but while we were at that, NAMI, N-A-M-I, National Association for Mental Illness, I believe is what the acronym is for. Their booth was right next to ours.
Okay.
And was talking to that lady, kind of the whole backstory and why we do what we do and who we do it for and all that stuff. And she's like, okay, she goes, "I'm in charge of our March event. And so March 12th, you will be there. Booth set up, everything." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. What's that going to cost me?" She goes, "No, you are there. You're in. You're good to go. All that." And
nothing.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That's
pretty awesome.
Yeah, we've got we're helping out with a backpack drive on the 26th of this month. And then September 11th, we're working with another organization in the area, Heroes Wildlife Adventures, doing a big golf outing. And then the very next day, we're doing the Indianapolis chapter of the American Society for Suicide Prevention. doing the Indianapolis
Oh,
Walk
that's
Out of the
awesome.
Darkness. So,
That's pretty awesome, man.
yeah, a few things coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hoping to do this annually with Hillsdale Sheriff's Department to do a drive and kind of raise money that way. We did have an event that we went to. We were invited to a mental health awareness summit in Wilmington, North Carolina,
Nice.
and man, that went so well, and it was just impressive seeing all of the speakers, and we did pretty good as far as building money for the foundation through there. And
Cool.
we got to meet a lot of influencers and a lot of people, through that avenue. Um,
Oh, was that the
you
big
probably
one that
haven't
was
heard about
advertised
the
on?
radio station that we started.
Nice. Was that the big one that was advertised on TikTok?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah. From Pierce Provisions.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't have to pay anything. Initially, it was like a few $100, but
Yeah.
uh, Brad, who was putting it on, said if you donate some stuff, um, we'd be glad to have you on there for nothing. So we just donated a bunch of uh, merchandise, and it went pretty good.
Sweet.
It was like 3 days, 2 or 3 days. We had fun. It was great.
Yeah, I found out about it too late because
Oh,
I
that's
found out I
funny.
was like, I know it's way far away, but why not? And I got in contact with, I don't remember who I talked to, but they're like, dude, we're full. We're, I said, well, that's a good problem to have. So,
Well, they're going to be having more.
mhm.
They're having more, so
Yeah, I just got to keep my eye out for them.
there's always an opportunity to get out there. Yeah,
Yep.
I know they have one. They had one in Asheville not too long ago, and now they're going to have another one. I think in Nashville.
Okay, I'll have to look that up.
So
Yeah, Nashville's only
yeah,
like five
that was their
hours
first
away
one
from
they
me.
put on. Yeah, yeah. We drove 10 hours to up to Wilmington, and so on the radio station that we were originally on, which we still are, we met one of the DJs that was there, and we did a live interview with him on the podcast, and also because he has his own podcast, and we did a live interview, my wife and I, and he's now one of our DJs for our new radio station that we started several months ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so and that's going pretty good, and we do a new artist spotlight, and we've had some new artists come on there that are unsigned or independent.
Sweet.
One of them was his name is Mike Rogers. He is the great nephew of Kenny Rogers.
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty awesome because his manager actually reached out to us and said, "Hey, would you be willing to put him on your uh, radio station?" And we're like, "Yeah." Well, as a matter of fact, we're doing a new artist spotlight, so it just worked out. The timing worked out really well.
cool. I did not
Yes.
have a pleasant interaction with Kenny
So,
Rogers the one time I met him.
oh, really?
Yeah, he
He's not
was
a very good guy.
no. I'd asked him, uh, chick I was dating. She was into horses, and we went to this event, and Kenny Rogers was there. And tell you how far back it was. I bought one of his cassette tapes, and saw him walking around, and
Wow.
I was like, "Oh, Mr. Rogers, hey, huge fan. Mom's a huge fan. Can I get your autograph on this?" And he looks at me and goes, "Don't bother me, kid. I got other stuff to do."
Oh
Okay.
man,
So a couple hours
that's
later, he
sad.
comes walking by. He sees me. He comes up and he's like, "Hey, kid, you want my golden autograph on that tape of yours?" I look at it and said, "Never mind, old man. I got other stuff to do." Just turned around and walked away.
Well, it's kind of interesting because this Mike Rogers, he
Uh-huh.
is not like that. He is a very special, talented person. He's actually a school teacher that teaches uh, classes for special education,
Oh, nice.
and he's very, very genuine, very kind. He's a great guy. He's just an awesome, awesome dude. Completely
Yeah.
opposite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, just because they're related
Yeah,
doesn't mean they're the same.
yeah. You can always go on YouTube and look up uh, "Chicks Dig Beards" and "Cowgirl Wiggle" on
Okay.
I think it's Mr. Mike Rogers, because there's another Mike Rogers. So if you look up
Okay.
Mr. Mike Rogers, "Cowgirl Wiggle," it'll come up and you'll see his music.
Yeah, I'll have to check that
Yeah,
out.
it's pretty awesome. And Kobe Oakley we had on there. I don't know if you heard of Kobe Oakley.
Mm-mm. No, I'll look him up
And then
too.
Walter Howard, Walter Howard, he's great. That guy, he's another genuine person, and he's unsigned and he's an independent artist, and he's not looking to get famous. He just wants to produce music and
Yeah.
put God first and his family first, and you know it's pretty crazy.
Sweet.
But our radio station is slightly unhinged radio. Which we get it pretty unhinged. We play country in the morning, and then other DJs that are first responders do their own little segments, and they have their own music that they choose for their segments. So
That's one that's on the app,
it's
right?
pretty awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's an app. It's free to download, free to listen to.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
you had me
you
jump
can't
on
miss
it.
it. It's bright colors.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 'cause I remember you gave me a shout out on there and
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow, our
Oh
name's
yeah,
out there.
that was on the Thin Line Rock station.
Oh, is this a different
That's
one?
the other radio station that we're on. Yeah, this
Okay.
is this one that we created. This is
Uh-huh.
this is our personal station that we started, and the
Oh,
Thin Line Rock station, the managers helped us build it. They taught
nice.
us how to do it so that we can have our own station. Yeah, because we don't talk about the mental health. A lot of the stuff that goes on with the Thin Line Rock station is a lot of first responders talk about mental health and all that stuff, which is great, and
Yeah.
that's why we're doing this. But we figured, why don't we just step away from that and not have any conflict, but we'll do a nostalgia based radio station where it brings you back from the 70s all the way to 2010,
Oh, nice.
all the music that you listened to back in the day.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. And then people talk a bunch of smack along the way. And they're all
Well,
first
I mean,
responders. So
yeah. Yeah. You put us together and well, it gets creative shortly.
very creative. Yeah. So we got some husband and wife duos on there, and my wife and I do our own. We do a show together, and we have our own shows that we do separate, and it's funny. It's just hilarious. We get together and we just banter back and forth and give each other crap.
Yeah. My
Yeah, it's funny because we had actually met all of our DJs at the Mental Health Awareness Summit,
uh
and we figured they'd be a good fit because they wanted to do something that gave them an outlet and step away from the mental health side of it,
yeah.
just kind of like give them a break from that side of it. So we gave them an opportunity, and a lot of them they're just doing great. Awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean a lot of that, what we do in for others, and trying to help direct people down that path to refilling their own cup after they've poured out for so much. We on this side of the street have to remember ourselves that, hey, sometimes we need to step back, take our own advice, and refill our own cup. And so,
Right.
like with my wife and I, we've got the horses here. Because like I said before, our program it's at our house. We live here. Um, so people come in, they do their thing. They go on about their business and stuff. We're still here, and now we talk back and forth each other about it, and because there's some stuff that has come through here that's been kind of heavy, but we have a Jeep,
Hmm.
and we love off-roading, and so that's our thing to get
Oh
away
yeah,
from.
absolutely.
Yeah, and that refills our cup.
Yep, stepping away and kind of enjoying life a little bit. You're absolutely right about that. Definitely.
Our big thing that we do every
So as
year.
far as your
Hmm?
uh-huh.
Oh, the big thing that we do every year is,
What do you
is
do every year?
our we go down to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, to the Smoky Mountain Jeep invasion. Us
Oh
and
my gosh. And you're in Indiana, so well, we're in Kentucky. Do you drive to Kentucky to get to
yeah, run down the
or do you go around?
75.
You have to
To
drive. Oh my gosh, you just drive past right but we're just 45 minutes from Lexington.
yeah, we right right through Lexington, because we have to stop every single time just south of Lexington at Bucky's, because my
Oh
wife is
yeah, that's in Richmond.
yeah, my wife is a Bucky's fiend, and so every year heading down there to Pigeon Forge, she's like,
Yeah.
our first stop is Bucky's. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of cool. We drive right past you.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we have an elderly couple that we met during my aunt's funeral. They go to her church,
Hmm.
and my dad goes to that church, and my uncle and everybody, all my family go to that church, and they say they go to Pigeon Forge a lot too. And they go to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge because they love it down there, and they pass us by all the time. We never even, knew that.
Yeah, it's really cool because like the Pigeon Forge side of the mountains is like the super touristy, flashy lights, shows, and
Yeah, it's kind of like,
attractions and all that. And then the Gatlinburg side is like the chill, calm, laid back, nice little
hmm
hangout. So it's like the best of both worlds within a couple miles of each other.
oh, absolutely, yeah. We stayed in Pigeon Forge, we stayed in Gatlinburg, and my wife and I. And then there was a time where we went with my in-laws, and we met up with a good friend of mine who happened to have been visiting his uncle in Tennessee, and he's the one that actually married us.
Oh, nice.
And it was just great to see him there, and we got to spend time with him and hang out with the family, and we went up to the Sky Bridge. You ever been on the Sky Bridge up in Gatlinburg?
We didn't do the Sky Bridge, but we went to Anakista last year, and
Okay.
we got to do like two of the things up there at Anakista, and then we got shut down because of lightning. And then we got stuck up there because
Oh man.
they shut down they've got like the chairlift for ski resorts. Well,
Hmm.
my dog just smacked me in the face with his tail, but they couldn't run it because of
He's like, hey,
lightning in it. Yeah. So we were stuck up on the mountain for,
that is insane.
I don't know, hour or so. But
Yeah,
yeah, we finally made it down. It was pretty cool.
man, that's intense.
Hmm.
Well, if you ever get down to Gatlinburg, go to the Sky Bridge and stand in the middle of the Sky Bridge and take some pictures.
Oh, definitely.
Go during the day and at night. It's beautiful because
Okay.
it's all lit up at night.
Yeah.
The Ferris wheel and all that stuff. It's all lit up and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just
I know my wife
absolutely
said something
breathtaking.
about going up to the Sky Bridge this year. So
Yeah, you should do
that's
it.
yeah, that's
And it's kind of like a glass bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of combine it together. It's
Pretty awesome.
us refilling our cups. It's our vacation without the kids, and then it's also my birthday present every year.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'll be having a birthday here in 2 days.
Oh, well, happy early birthday.
Thank you. And guess guess how old do you think I'll be?
Oh, 52.
No, I'll be 49, but
Oh, we'll be this. I'll be the same age in August.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we're the same age. That's crazy.
hit 49 this year. Yeah, my wife and I were talking the other day. I'm like this close to 50. It doesn't seem like. First off, how did I survive
It
this
doesn't
long?
calculate, does it?
No.
Right?
Well, I mean, dude, the 1980s were only like 15 years ago. And then
Right?
all of a sudden it's like, went to a downtown bar to have lunch with some of the guys I work with the other day. And the waitress, she's like, oh, I need to see everybody's ID. Blah, blah, blah. I look at her like, look, I'm old. She goes, I still have to see. So I pull it out. She looks at it. She goes, oh, God, you were born in the 1900s. Here you go. I'm like, ouch.
Thanks.
Damn.
That's crazy. Yeah, we went from one century to the next, and we lived half a century just about.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What is it? We're like 7 decades, 2 centuries, and a millennium is what
Yeah,
those of us born in the 70s.
yeah, 1977.
Great year.
Yeah, the best year.
Yes. It's a very fine vintage.
Right. Well aged. Yeah. Well defined.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife's 8 years younger than me,
That's
so
pretty crazy.
I talk about doing things and she's like, "Oh, I was
Oh,
in
no kidding.
yeah, so, it's like 1998 I was in Westpac with the Navy traveling overseas." And she's like, "Yeah, I was 13." Like, awesome. That's
You know that you it's funny that you say that because your wife is 40, right?
41.
And so my wife, she just turned 40.
Oh, nice.
And we had the same conversation. Like she was showing me her baby pictures. Like, oh my God. I'm like, you were this old. I was in freaking high school. I was
Yeah,
just graduating high school and you were still in elementary. I'm like, you're making me feel like I'm robbing the cradle here.
right. Oh,
Yep. Yeah, my wife will be 41 here in September.
yeah, my wife turned 41 back in
That's
February.
crazy.
Oh,
Oh, February, so she's early in the year.
yeah,
That is insane. So there's a lot of commonalities there.
it is. It's
Same age as wife.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's pretty awesome. So things for you on the ranch are going pretty good. You're still getting a lot of traffic through there, getting help to people.
So yeah, we're getting traffic, we're getting help out to people. The newest funnest thing that I've discovered in running a nonprofit is the haters out there that will try to run you over. Um,
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
yeah, so uh, There is I don't want to name them, not for any bad reason, just out of respect for them. There's a group out of Florida that they've got a pretty huge following on Facebook and TikTok and all that. Well,
Yeah.
late last year, they put out an all call that they wanted to they wanted to find nonprofits that dealt with mental health, that they would pick a nonprofit per month and would advertise you. They would put up, your Venmo, PayPal, fundraising links, all that different stuff, the links to your social media pages. If you have a website, they would do it to that too. And they promote it all month long. And
Yeah.
so we got the phone call on June 30th. Well, the email on June 30th that we had been chosen as their nonprofit of the month. And the reason that they were going down this route is the lady that's the head of the group, 15 years ago, she lost her best friend to suicide.
Mm.
And so,
Yeah.
it's a thing at heart. Well, it's one person that either created two fake Facebook profiles or two people that each created a fake Facebook profile and dude just slandered the snot out of us. Saying we're scam, we're fraud, we only ever get lame horses,
Mm-hmm.
that, we pocket all the money and that they've got all this proof and all this stuff. And the organization passed on the messages to us, but they wouldn't include the names of who sent it, which
Right.
that part upset me. And, you know, because of dealing with my own stuff over the past, God, however many years, my knee jerk reaction was just like, screw it, shutting it down. I'm done with this. I'm not, you know, and my wife and I are talking. She goes, no, you're not. We're not pulling the plug on this. We're not letting them win because that's exactly what they want. So
Exactly.
I ended up, I posted a video on TikTok that I read off verbatim what their messages were, and then gave a response to it. One of the things that they accused us of was we would have participants babysit our kids. No,
Right.
that crosses such a huge line of ethics. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
But
No way in hell.
whatever. So did the response, did a couple different posts on Facebook of things, and I mean just the love that we've had in return of people that are just like, I don't know who's saying this, but they've got to be making this up. We've seen, been there, done this with you guys. We know who you are outside of this and all that stuff. And so that was really nice to hear. We got a couple individuals and a couple of organizations that are writing reference letters that we're going to include in our presentation binder. And so that kept the flame going underneath me. But that's,
Right.
dude, I was sideways.
I can imagine how you felt. I'd be upset too.
Yeah,
Really. I mean, I remember you had sent that to us, or you tagged us in it, and we saw the video, and I was just like thrown away. Like I was like, you got to be kidding me. Why would they be doing this?
well,
You know what I mean? It's like you guys are helping people. You're not. I didn't believe it for 1 minute, obviously.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm standing with you, brother. I'm standing with you. I believe in what you guys are doing. I believe in you. So
appreciate that. Well,
it's,
the two
it's crazy. It was
individuals who we will not name, uh, one of them, um, she was an employee that we terminated because of the way that she was treating our clients. And the straw that broke the camel's back is
Oh,
she made my daughter cry and then refused to apologize for it. And then the other one,
wow.
so we also run a boarding business as our LLC side. And she was a former
Yeah.
client that just, dude, I don't know what her deal was, but one day the cheese slid off the cracker. She jumped on the crazy train and down the rail she went.
Melted cheese.
Yeah. But
Yeah, sometimes people kind of get a little crazy and then they get spiteful, and it's just unreal. I can't believe that they would even stoop so low to even do that.
well, not really surprised. Upset, but not surprised with these two.
Right.
So,
Right. So did that affect your chances with that other organization to get the donations from them, or did that have any effect on you guys at all?
it did because within 4 hours, uh, it was shut down, and they jumped on a different mental health organization. Um, which that one really
Jeez.
stung too because in that 4 hours we'd already had $100 worth of donations, and so it was like, God, if it was $100 in 4 hours, what would it have been after 30 days?
Right.
But whatever. Then buddy of mine told me about there's a website out there that does you can set up fundraisers through it doesn't have any administrative fees to it. So um going through the process of getting that set up and getting that link live and pushed out.
Right.
But
That's sad because you guys work so hard at what you're doing, and you're doing a great job with helping people, obviously, because they're standing up with you and they're
yeah,
sticking up for you. So obviously you're doing good, and these this slanders crap that they've been throwing at you, I was just floored by it. I
yeah, it was.
I just couldn't believe it.
So the guy who's the uh president and founder of the honor guard clinic in schools, um I called him up because while it was all going down, he was actually on a flight to go. One of the other instructors had his final walkout for retirement, and so when
Okay.
he landed, he saw that he had a phone call from me, so he called me back, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And so I told him, and he's right away. He's like, "What can I do? How do we help? What do you need? What can I do for you?" And the Honor Guard Clinic in schools, it's an international organization. It's not just for
Yeah.
honor guards that are in the United States. You know, they now have where they're doing a clinic location up in Edmonton, Canada, but it's open to any first responder agency around the world that wants to do honor guard. They can sign up, come in, do the classes, and all that stuff. So it, that was a huge boost. That what on the surface appears to be a very small organization actually has international reach.
Right.
And then the guy that uh,
Well,
founded the clinic, he just got promoted to the commander of the International Association of Firefighters Honor Guard, and he runs the IFF Memorial out there in Colorado Springs. So,
Nice.
yeah, super amazing dude. But
That's pretty awesome.
yeah, so
you're definitely going to get some support there.
yes, yeah, most definitely. And then yeah, we'll be back up there April. I think next year's clinic is early April again. So they typically do it
right
like the very 1st of April. Last year was an exception that they did it late March, just because the way that everything fell schedule wise. But yeah, I mean, dude, if you're an honor guard member, go find them and go. It's awesome. And then if you do go, bonus, you get to see my goofy ass up there in front and talking to everybody. But yeah, it's yeah. Outside of that, we're just we're rolling along, doing our thing, helping people any way that we can. And one thing that
getting a lot of traffic your way.
I wouldn't say a lot of traffic, but we do. I mean, we get a fair amount of traffic. Obviously, would like to see more, just because unfortunately, Indianapolis, crime-wise, call-wise, it's getting a little bit better, but it's still, it's a little dark right now. In fact, we had one officer. So let me preface this. My wife has a pet cow. Yes, it's a cow and it's a pet. Well, he got out. Somebody called animal control. Well, animal control and a local police officer showed up, and we caught him, got him back in the barn. This is like 5 o'clock in the morning. And the animal control officer and the police officer walked down to the barn with us. Well, the police officer ended up hanging around in the barn with my wife a little bit, was petting on the horses. And we all get back up here to the driveway and everything. And he's like, I really needed that, because I would rather end my shift this way than the last call that I just came off of, which was a double fatality, traffic collision.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so we gave him some brochures and stuff to pass out and talk to others about. And, we've had a little bit of traffic over that, but a lot of it is there's still a huge speed bump around here as far as addressing this stuff and, getting guys and gals to work on refilling their cups.
Yeah, absolutely. Having them build up the courage to step up and say, hey, I need to do something.
Yeah, and that was with that slander issue. That was part of what was brought up. Is they're like, well, you don't have any pictures of anything. Like, you don't understand. First off, we maintain the utmost confidentiality. It's because of the stigma, especially in this area. Yeah, and so it's like, we're not going to post pictures of our participants interacting with the horses or doing whatever, because somebody out there is going to recognize that Officer Johnny Law has that exact jacket because I recognized that patch on his left shoulder, and now it's going to be, dude, what are you doing this peer-to-peer thing for? Come on. The job ain't that bad.
Right.
So,
Stigma's back.
yeah.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be taking pictures
Never.
of the people that come in there because, yeah, you're right. Somebody's going to recognize them, and it goes against everything that you guys have built and are trying to do anyways.
Yeah.
So why would you put them out on Front Street when you're telling them it's confidential?
Yeah. It's, like I said before, the only two reasons that we will breach confidentiality is a legally reportable statement. Harm to self, harm to others, sexual assault, domestic violence. Though we have to legally report that. The only other reason that we would is if we're served a subpoena for information. But what discovered talking with a lawyer is if, let's say, Joe Blow detective shows up in a button-up shirt and khakis in an unmarked car, it's like, hey, I've got this subpoena for you. I can legally look at him and say, I want a uniformed officer in a marked vehicle with proper identification. Outside of that, I'm not giving you anything, because 3D printers are a beautiful thing. You can make yourself a badge all day long. And, how many people go down to the local auction and buy old cop cars?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's, it's all about protecting the participant.
Exactly. That's the utmost importance, especially when you're dealing with sensitive stuff.
We will return after this quick ad break.
The William H. Bill Butler Jr. Foundation is on a mission to honor first responders and support those who serve. We provide scholarships for families who have lost a hero in the line of duty, offer second chances to juvenile offenders who are working to rebuild their future, and help new recruits pursuing careers as first responders. Through generous donations and the sale of merchandise, we're building a community that uplifts, empowers, and creates lasting impact. You can be a part of this mission as well. Visit 8158podcast.com to donate or shop today. Together, we can support those who serve, honor those we've lost, and give hope to those who need it most. Behind every badge is a story, and behind every story is a sacrifice. This is the 8158 podcast, where we honor the lives and legacies of first responders and their families. If our mission speaks to your heart, if these stories move you like they move us, join us on Patreon. For just $5 a month, you'll get ad-free listening, exclusive merchandise, behind-the-scenes content, and video episodes only available to our patrons. This isn't just a podcast, it's a movement, and you can be a part of it. Support us at patreon.com/8158podcast. Let's continue to share the stories that deserve to be heard. There's just something about that first cup of coffee. For a lot of us, it's not just a routine, it's a reset. Before the shift, after the call, or in those quiet moments when everything finally slows down. That's why we're proud to partner with Fully Involved Coffee, a brand built around something bigger than just caffeine. This is coffee for a cause. Fully Involved Coffee supports first responders, veterans, and the communities that stand behind them. Every bag, every cup is part of a mission to give back to those who serve. And the coffee itself is fire. Small batch roasted, high quality beans, bold enough to get you through long shifts, early mornings, and late nights. From strong, no-nonsense roasts to smooth blends and even flavored options, Plus, tea, if that's more your speed, they've got something for everyone. This isn't just good coffee, it's coffee with purpose. Head on over to 911gogojuice.com, use the promo code 8158 at checkout to support the mission and save on your order. And when you sign up for their monthly subscription, you'll get 10% off. So whether you're on duty, off duty, or just taking a moment to breathe, fully involved coffee, brewed for those who serve and those who stand beside them.
Yeah. We have expanded a little bit to include families. And this came about because my wife and I were talking about it just after clinic earlier this year of, yes, I'm doing my stuff. I'm going through with, my therapist, all that stuff and everything. But legit, I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for my wife. She is that
Right.
ultimate pillar of support. And so we got to talk and we're like, well, why don't we include that? Why say, hey, yeah, you can come out, but you got to come out by yourself. You can't, don't bring your support with you. So it's now the participant plus their spouse, or their longtime significant other, another family member, or something like that. And then my wife is going to
Somebody's a part of
absolutely,
their support system.
yeah, and my wife absolutely floored me because I love her. She's the greatest woman on the face of the earth. So far outkicked my coverage with her, but she is the most introverted person you have ever met. Well, one of the things that we were talking about is next year when we go back up to clinic, when it's time for the presentation, it's going to be where I do mine. And then she comes in from the family aspect of it, of, what she has seen as the spouse of a first responder, and the ups and downs and the darkness and all that stuff, and just so she's going to get up in front of everybody and talk next year. And I was like, wow.
Wow.
For you to do that, for you to come that far out of your shell, that's huge.
That is amazing. Kudos to her, man.
Oh yeah,
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, like I said, dude, I so far outkicked my coverage with her.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, she's definitely opened up, and she's starting to see the value in that and what you guys are doing. I mean, she's always seen the value, but now it's like, okay, well, seeing the family support, obviously she knows that, hey, why can't I just stand up and speak my side of things, so that people know what the families go through as well.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll help somebody that has a family member that is a first responder and they're on that side of it, so they can relate to her and what she's saying and be like, wow, okay, I understand this and I can relate to that, and this is how I can handle this situation, or this is what I could do. That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good changes, big changes. Move forward a little bit more. Get out there too. The guy from the other local foundation that I work with, the one that's doing the golf outing, he's a great source of information and all this stuff. And we were talking, and he's like, "Have you reached out to the Chamber of Commerce?" No. Is that really? Oh yeah. He said, and then especially where I'm at, with being so close to, 4 other counties, because Indiana, the counties are really small. It
Mhm.
get out to these different, you know, county chambers of commerce and get your name out there as well.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, starting to work on that.
Absolutely. That's pretty awesome. And what other plans do you guys have in the near future? Are you still going to expand a little bit, or are you just trying to get your name out there some more so you can get more participants and reach out to helping more?
So, a lot of the reaching out ourselves, little on the expansion side. Uh, we got a phone call because, like I said, we've got our business side where we do the boarding, horse transportation, all that different stuff. We got a phone call from a guy on the other side, uh, southwest of Indianapolis, that he needed to get his horse out of the barn that he was in. It'd been injured, and he's trying to get it up to South Bend, which is way up north from us. And so we were talking, and I'm like, hey, yeah, I can come get him today, but dude, I can't get him up to South Bend until, next weekend. And so he gave me the
Hmm.
lowdown on what was going on. His horse got one of its rear feet just above his foot, caught on a bolt, and tore it open pretty bad and everything. Well, my wife is a
Oh,
veterinary
yeah.
nurse. And so we were talking a little bit and, shot him the price of what it was going to be to have his horse here for a week and for my wife to do all the doctoring and wound care and all that stuff on it before we took it up to South Bend. And so did all that. He stopped by. Well, he followed us over the first day, and then he stopped by one other time. And then in between that, we were sending pictures and videos every day of, taking care of the wound and also doing some work with the horse as well. And
Right.
then that following Sunday, we loaded up, went up to South Bend, and found out that he's working on starting something similar up there, but he's working on just for veterans, because he's a veteran.
Okay.
He doesn't know anybody. Well, he said he doesn't know anybody in the first responder field, and then come to find out his father-in-law is a local police officer up there. And I was like, dude, this
Oh,
is perfect segue that you can, both sides of the coin on this one. And so we've been in talks a little bit of, you know, throwing some support up there to do some expansion and potentially opening up a satellite location with him. You know,
oh,
his wife has some pretty impressive credentials. But at the same time, as selfish as it sounds, I do need to protect my name and my organization and make sure
hmm,
that if he is going to jump on board and is going to do this, that number one, it's for the right reasons. And number two, that he's not going to do something that's going to inflict further damage or harm on a potential participant.
right.
So,
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have that rap on you.
yeah. And then uh, talked with a lady out of New Mexico. She's just in the starting process. Just so happened to come across us on a Google search, and she's just at the very beginning of working on her 501c3. And we've talked a couple times on what her pathology is and the way she's looking at doing things and taking things. The difference is hers will not be free. where, ours is free. And I don't falter for that. Not
Yeah.
everybody is blessed to be able to offer something for free. We're very blessed.
Right.
And so we can do it for free. Because like we talked about before, the cost of it alone can be a huge hurdle. They don't
Absolutely.
want to pull that money out of their bank, or they don't want that showing up on their insurance, and they don't want it showing up as a employee assistance program thing. So that's why, from day one we've been until day done, we will always be free.
Right. Yeah, that's what you built it on. Your foundation is built on that, and just maintain that
Yep.
to the full.
Yep. So yeah, hence the reason
Definitely commend you for
we
that, brother.
I appreciate that, and the reason why we do solicit donations is these hay
Absolutely.
burning rocket donkeys out here are not cheap.
Burning rocket dog. Yeah, they are not cheap. There's a lot of expenses that go in there, and not just the feeding them, it's also the care that it goes into taking care of them and their shots and everything that they need and
Oh
all
yeah,
that stuff, medications, all that good stuff. It's
yeah.
not cheap.
Not counting the feeding aspect of it, to take care of one horse for 1 year with routine care. This doesn't involve emergencies, illnesses, anything like that. Just to straight that horse stays perfectly healthy all year long. I mean, it's about $1,200 a year per horse, just for the veterinary
Wow.
care. Then on top of that, you throw in, if it's a barefoot horse, every 6 to 8 weeks, you've got a farrier coming out, and that's, what's he charge? $60 a horse just to do a barefoot trim. If we've got to do shoes on a horse, that's up to $210 per visit. So it piles up quick, and you
Yeah.
know, with having the business side and making money off of that, and then the trickle in donations that we're getting in on the nonprofit side right now, of taking care of the horses and doing all that stuff. It you know like I said in that video, that saying we're fraud and a scam, there's no money left over at the end of the day for us to stick anything in our pockets. Just because
Right.
the
All
cost of
going
care and
into the
everything.
horses. Yeah.
And then on top of that, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, we had storms blow through, and we were very fortunate. We did have some damage to our barn. It ripped off a small section of roof, and so we're working with insurance to
Mhm.
get that all taken care of and everything. But I mean, we had a tornado 3 miles south of the house, and if it would have turned
Yeah.
north instead of continuing east, who knows if we'd even have a barn standing right now. So
Right.
it's we've been challenged lately.
Right. I know we were up in Michigan on the 4th of July when there were two tornadoes that went through Michigan, one in Dundee and one up in Lansing. And I know in Hillsdale, we got a pretty bad storm. And everybody that is from that area swears that that was a tornado because we were outside
Yeah.
when it came. We didn't see the tornado. They said it was a heavy thunderstorm, but there was no thunder and lightning. It was just dark clouds and rain sideways. And we were outside, and a lot of our merch got damaged and wet, and
Yeah.
our canopy got destroyed because it was just
Oh,
so hard. I mean, it took everything that I had and my cousin's ex-husband had and my wife to hold the canopy down. And then a veteran came and helped us. He was a disabled vet, at that, and he came and helped us hold it down so my wife could get all of the merch in the vehicle
Yeah.
so that we can break down the tent because it was collapsing on top of everything because it was just filling up with water. That's how hard it was. And it
Yeah.
lasted for a half an hour.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's
It was crazy. And we were outside in it. We got drenched.
yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, not to mention all the damage because a lot of the first responders had left the fairgrounds because they got called out
Yeah.
to trees that had fallen into houses. There was a power line that broke in town that fell on top of a gas station, and there was all just all kinds of carnage. There was roads blocked off because trees had fallen in the middle of the roads, and yeah, it was a really bad storm. And we were stuck outside in it.
Yeah, it's crazy sometimes with all the technology out there of, the super high tech weather radars and everything that sometimes it just boom, it's there. There's not anything you can do about it.
Yeah,
And then outside of that small chunk of
exactly.
roof off the barn, we lost 4 whole trees, and then 2 of our pine trees up front here had the top 6 foot of them snapped off. Nothing hit our house, fortunately. But it didn't hit a house, didn't
Right.
hit vehicles, none of that stuff. But yeah, it's I'm convinced Mother Nature does not like the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes area.
Hell bent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that we were out there doing our thing and I'd walked around the canopy because we have like a wall in the back of the canopy.
Hmm.
And I just walked around because I was just like picking up cardboard and stuff that we'd taken all of our stuff out of, and I was just going to pick it up and anything that we weren't using, I was just going to throw it away. And I just happened to walk behind the canopy, and I looked up, and I was like, I told my wife, I was like, look at them clouds, because they were just black,
Yeah.
and they were moving fast. And as soon as I said that, somebody on the grandstand had said shelter in place, and they said it several times, and I seen the guys picking up all their equipment, all their band equipment, and putting it away like really fast. They were just like hurrying, and it was like maybe 3 or 4 minutes. My wife got a storm emergency alert on her phone, and it was as soon as she got that, it hit, just came through, boom.
Yeah.
It blew us all. It knocked us all over. It was crazy. It was the craziest thing I'd ever been through.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
definitely can be. So
Yeah,
yeah.
wild times, wild times.
Another thing that
Yeah,
starting to work on for a little bit later in September is we're going to do a Jeep ride fundraiser.
okay,
So
that'd be
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's we're going to do it in collaboration with Heroes Wildlife Adventures, and uh, he said the last one that he did, he had like somewhere between 325 and 350 Jeeps. I was like, oh,
Hmm.
that's a lot.
Wow, that is wow.
It'd be
That's
pretty
amazing
cool.
though. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeeps are pretty awesome, and doing rock climbing and all that stuff with Jeeps. That's pretty dope.
yeah. I love this time of year because my doors are sitting in the garage. I, you know,
Oh, you're open,
oh yeah,
wide open.
yeah. Well, I've got the soft top is on, but just because where I park at for work, it's underneath a bridge, and there's a lot of pigeons that live in that bridge.
Yeah,
So I don't want my interior painted their glorious selection of colors of black and gray.
Right, or whatever they ate that day,
Yeah,
berries or whatever.
yeah, that's
Sometimes it's purple.
yeah, yeah, but but yeah, it's so yeah, we got a few more things event wise, getting names out and fundraising and stuff coming down the pipe, and um,
That's awesome.
our law enforcement liaison is working with the local retired officers association about getting a group of them together to come out for a day and just do whatever. So we'll
Sweet.
see where that goes.
That's pretty awesome, man. I'm glad things are going pretty good for you guys. And, it's unfortunate that you had some haters, but when disgruntled people have an opinion, unfortunately,
Yep.
they kind of ruin things for other people. But you stayed on the horse, you kept riding, and
I
I
like what
commend
you
you
did
for
there.
that. And I really appreciate the fact that you didn't give up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and one of the things my wife brought up to me, she goes, "You've never given up on anything in the years that we've been together and that we've known each other. I'm not going to let you start doing that now." So
Exactly.
here we are.
Yeah, like for us, things are getting slow now with the podcast, but we're still running through, and we're still trying to get people on here, and
Yeah,
we're not going to give up. So we're going to continue to do what we're doing because it's helping a lot of people, and we've heard that from a lot of our guests that it's helped a lot of people. Even just listening to it, it's helped people.
yeah, most definitely.
It's gone beyond the scope that I expected.
And that's always a good thing.
So, yeah, absolutely. You know, and hopefully by us putting the word out for you, it's helped you guys a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, every little bit has helped in some way. On our on our social media pages, we're getting more and more followers, more and more interaction with stuff like that. Uh, I've had a few phone calls from people out of state that they've seen, like the last time I was on here with you, a couple of the other podcasts that I've done so far. Just calling up and like one individual called up and was like, "Can I ask you a favor?" I was, yeah, that's what we're here for. And the individual said, "Can I just talk and you not say anything in return? Just be on the phone?" Yeah. I mean, this dude went on for like 2 hours
Mm-hmm.
and just sat there, and we got done, and was like, "Thanks, I needed that." I said, "Well, call anytime." So
Right.
all I ever got was a first name, and I mean, obviously, phone number popped up, but you know, I mean, it's something as simple as that. Of you know, I need to talk to somebody, but I don't want to talk to somebody local because, especially if you're in like a tiny town where everybody knows everybody, and Becky Joe knows that Bobby Sue was at the beauty parlor and was talking about Samantha and her kids and all that stuff, and it to reach outside of that small town and seek what you need to refill your cup.
Right. Sometimes it takes a perfect stranger to vent to,
Yes.
because it's harder to talk to the people that you're closest to than it is to talk to somebody who doesn't know you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, there's a lot of times that, man, this person's close to me, and I want to reach out, I want to talk, but I don't want to see that look on their face. That now,
Mhm.
oh God, I just traumatized this person because of my own stuff. And then, you walk around town and there's, the sideways glances of, oh God, what do I do now? How do I talk to this person now? So yeah, I mean, the
Well, they're
stranger
looking at
aspect
you
of it
weird.
is huge.
Yeah, sometimes people feel like, when they've told the people that they're closest to what they've gone through, and they probably feel like they burdened them with something, or
Yep.
they just don't want them to think different of them. Because, yeah, you
Don't
get the
want to,
sideways look, and
yeah, don't want to destroy that Superman vibe.
right, right, exactly. The stigma, it's still out there, it's still strong, and hopefully through time we can break through that stigma and be able to shed light on a lot of things. And it's sad that it has to be that way,
Yeah.
but we're breaking through that stigma, so
Yeah, most
slowly but
definitely.
surely.
Yeah. I mean, the number of people that are out here now doing this and saying, hey, come talk to me. Come, let come over, let's sit down on the front porch and, we can just sit here and coke and joke. We don't even have to talk about what's going on. Just
Yeah,
just somebody else.
right. Yeah, we have our own hotline too, that's directed to my phone, that people can call. And people call if they just want somebody to listen. I'm there to listen. You know, so I offer that to people so that they can reach out and just say what they want to say, and then go
Yep.
about their way.
Yeah,
And hopefully, it makes them feel better.
definitely. So,
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Well, it's pretty much all the time I have for you today. It was good seeing you and talking to you again, and
you
I'm
too.
glad things are going well for you. And it sucks that you had haters out there. And
Yeah.
trust me, we stand with you 100%.
And,
So,
and I mean, that alone is huge to hear. And it, you know, keeps me on that path of staying focused on what we're doing, why we're doing it, and who we're doing it for.
absolutely, that's the key. That keep your focus on that, because that means everything to a lot of people.
Yep. So,
And the impact that you guys are having, obviously, is doing a lot of good
yeah.
for people who need it.
So,
But it was good seeing you, good talking to you again, and hopefully we'll keep in touch. And if you
yeah, most
ever happen
definitely.
to go to Pigeon Forge again, let us know.
Yeah, I'll let you know just before we roll out in August. So,
Okay.
yeah, maybe we can.
Yeah, because we're in Harrodsburg, so we're not that far.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can do a quick pit stop and shake hands. So,
Absolutely, that'd be great.
all right, Rico. Well,
That'd be
you
wonderful.
have a good evening. I'm gonna go back inside. It's sticky out
All
here.
right, brother. Yeah, it's sticky out there. Yeah, enjoy that Indiana heat.
Oh yeah, yeah. So,
All right,
well,
buddy. We'll check on you again.
all right, brother.
See you
Take
later,
care.
bro.
Yep.
Tell your wife
Bye.
we said hello.
Will
Love
do.
you too. God
See ya.
bless. That's going to wrap up this off-duty conversation. Thank you for spending time with us and for being part of the 8158 community, where we honor the stories in uniform and the lives lived beyond it. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow the 8158 podcast so you don't miss future off-duty conversations and our regular Sunday episodes. Until next time, stay safe, take care of each other, and we'll see you back on duty soon. Salud.